two of this three-game series. Justin Morneau last night, couple of home runs and 7 RBIs, one of them a grand slam. Matt Holliday, he answered Morneau. He had 6 RBIs, including his own grand slam and a couple of home runs. Lots of heroes all around. The A's won it last night, so we're set to go tonight. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Oakland Athletics coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Indeed, it is the night after the great comeback, and what a ball game. Once in a lifetime for the players. Quite frankly, probably once in a lifetime for the broadcasters as well. The A's come back from a 10-run deficit. The score was 12-2. Going to the bottom of the third inning, they come back. It's the largest comeback in Oakland history, largest in franchise history since 1925. How about the hits? The A's had 22 hits, including 6 doubles, 4 home runs, most since getting 24 against the Giants in 2005. And the A's 47 at-bats, did not strike out. And Matt Holliday, 4 hits, couple of homers, couple of doubles. First player in Oakland history to have 2 homers, 2 doubles, 6 RBIs, and 4 runs in a game. So Matt Holliday, indeed, the hitting star last night. Let's bring in my broadcast partner, Ray Fosse. And we got to start with Matt Holliday. Boy, he had some big hits. And listen, we've been waiting for Matt Holliday to come up with the big hits. I think he's been waiting, and he certainly did last night.
You know, I think he looked back even to Sunday when the A's lost by a score of 1-0 in the 10th inning. But last night, he came back and really showed what he's capable of doing. This ball is just unbelievable the way he played all night. Used the whole field with the double to the opposite field and just pitch inside, and, you know, what's he do? Another double down the left field line. I mean, this was a hitting machine all night. He used exactly what he's supposed to. Hanging breaking ball out on the front foot. A home run that got the A's, looked like back in the ball game, but they showed they had a chance to come back. But one of the things that he did that will never be forgotten, and that would be the slam in the 7th inning to at least tie the ball game at 13-13. Unbelievable night.
And then the next pitch from a different pitcher to Jack Huss, a home run, and that would do it. So a terrific game last night. A's will try to make it 2 in a row tonight over the Minnesota Twins. They'll send their best starter to the mound, Dallas Braden. He will be opposed by rookie right-hander Anthony Swarzak. Lineups at first pitch from the Coliseum when we come back. Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Comcast HD, with more HD than anyone, period. Game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free. The boardwalk is open daily, 64 degrees, mostly clear. Just about the same weather as last night here at the Oakland Coliseum. For Game 2 of this 3-game series, it's the Oakland A's and it's the Minnesota Twins. Crowd still coming in tonight. Let's take a look at the Twins lineup. It's brought to you by McDonald's. Carlos Gomez, the speedy one, will lead off. He'll be in center field. Joe Mauer in the lineup tonight as the catcher. Justin Morneau at first. Michael Cuddyer in right. Jason Kubel, the designated hitter. Joe Crede in there as well tonight, third base. Delman Young in left. Nick Punto at short. Lexi Casilla is the second baseman. Holiday, Hairston, and Sweeney in the outfield for the A's defensively. Kennedy, Cabrera, Ellis Barton on the infield. Kurt Suzuki is the catcher. Dallas Braden is the pitcher, and Braden kicks in the first pitch of the ball game to Carlos Gomez in for a strike.
First pitch, 7-0.
The fans down the right field line, and maybe out in the outfield, right field area, blocking that sun. So a quick 0-2 to Carlos Gomez. We saw Gomez late in the game last night as a pinch runner in that crazy top of the 9th inning.
Well, after last night, it's just hard to play the game tonight, you know?
It was like a football game, need a week off.
Yeah, of course, the first 3 or 4 innings, looking for food to stay awake. But, definitely woke up very quickly when the boys started to come back.
It's a game that we'll obviously always remember, and we'll talk a lot about it tonight. Historically, I mean, there's stuff all over the place in the team notes today about where it stands in the history of the A's, different things that happen. 3-2 changeup to Gomez is high for a walk.
And Dallas Braden's last start gave up 6 runs, and that ended a streak of 8 games in which he allowed 2 or fewer earned runs. Earned run average still at 345, 11th in the American League. The walks, just 31. The hits, 121 and 117 innings. So he's been out of the stretch a little bit, as he is tonight after the first batter. That batter, who is at first base, a threat to steal. But there's no doubt Dallas Braden tonight is trying to make sure last night's effort is not duplicated as far as the Twins scoring a whole bunch of runs in the first 3 innings. 11, 12. Yeah, it's 12, wasn't it?
It was 12. Twins scored 3 in the first, 5 in the second, 4 in the third. And that's how they built that 12-2 lead. When it was all said and done, it was 14-13. So we're talking about how the win sits in the A's record books, but obviously the other side is it sits in the Twins record books as well. Largest blown leads last night, right there for the Twins. Mauer gets jammed and pops it up to the left side. Cabrera has it for the first down.
And Justin Morneau last night, he was Mr. Everything early, Gio, and that was just a tomahawk, just jumped all over it. Grand slam, and then how about a 3-run home run? Big time, a lot of smiles in the Twins dugout early in the game. Gio Gonzalez, give him credit, stayed in the dugout the whole game and watched the great comeback by his teammates. Gave him a no decision.
So 0-1 to Justin Morneau.
Ron Gardenhire, the class manager that he is, said exactly what a manager should be saying whenever they was asked about the umpire blow the call in the 9th inning. He said, we're the ones that blew it. I mean, we had a 10-run lead, so you can't look at one play as being the determining factor in the game. But that was something that Twins will remember. The A's will remember a lot more.
Bounced into right field. Barton reached for it, couldn't get it. Gomez is very fast, and he will make it easily to third. First and third, 1 out for the Twins here in the first. So with the first baseman, Barton, holding the runner on, and took a big hop right over his head.
Number 5, Michael.
Well, they wanted to go fastball in, as they did with Joe Mauer, who popped it up, but Morneau opened up and was able to hit the ball hard in front of home plate. He's play back looking for a double play.
Michael Cuddyer steps in. Cuddyer was the guy who was called out at home plate last night, and he actually had a outstanding game. He was 4 for 5, and he had a home run, had a double. He scored 3 runs. And he takes pitch down around the knees, first strike. He argued big time with the home plate umpire last night, Mike Malinsky, who is at third tonight, but that obviously was not going to change. For the first, and Morneau has to scamper back. Got his feet crossed up a little bit.
He's the look of, he's talking to himself. What was that move? Well, that's the quick move by Dallas Braden. He almost got it. Shorten the lead now considerably as Morneau.
Big chopper. Kennedy's coming home, and Gomez is going to be tagged out. Heads up play by Adam Kennedy. Keep the Twins off the board here in the first.
Not exactly right. A great play by Adam Kennedy, because there's no chance he was going to turn a double play. Slow hit ball, high chop. Cuddyer runs well, and Gomez kind of looking back, wondering what's going on. Why didn't they go for 2? But, you know, really the rule of thumb, first and third, and it's a tough play not to try to score. But if you feel that you're at third and no double play can be turned, you don't want to run into an out. And that's exactly what he did. That could have very easily have been second and third, Cuddyer out at first. Instead, he's able to get the big out with a runner at the plate.
First pitch to Jason Kubel is in for a strike.
Poor helmets always take a beating, don't
pretty
they?
early in the game for that.
Well, it'd be interesting to try to figure out why he's really upset. Unless he was told not to run. You know, it's just one of those. It's a tough call. Third base coach can't direct the run in a case like that. He's got to go on his own or not go.
Little pop up. Holliday coming in, and it's going to be Kennedy in foul territory. I thought it was a Holliday ball, but instead Adam Kennedy makes a terrific play in foul territory. Check it out. No score, bottom of the first inning. A's lineup brought to you by McDonald's. Adam Kennedy leads off at third base, and then it's Orlando Cabrera, the shortstop, Scott Hairston in center, Matt Holliday in left. Jack Cust is the DH. Kurt Suzuki will catch, and it's Derek Barton at first, Ryan Sweeney in right, Mark Ellis at second. Defensively for the Minnesota Twins, Young, Gomez, Kadire in the outfield, Creedy, Junto, Casilla, Morneau infield. Joe Mauer is the catcher. The pitcher is 23-year-old Anthony Swarzak, and he is a rookie.
He's a rookie making the 7th start. One of those came in his 4th Major League start against the Athletics back on June the 8th, game in which he went just 3 innings plus, and unfortunately for him, walked 3 batters. Could not throw a strike. Actually, in the 4th inning. Remember Jack Hanahan? He had 2 home runs tonight, too, didn't he? Seattle Mariners?
Mariners came up short in Detroit, but Jack's done a good job for Seattle.
Game against Swarzak had a big 3-run double. Helped the A's score and win. But Swarzak, pretty good fastball, low 90s. It's a curveball, slider, and changeup to complement his fastball. Like all the Twin pitchers, throws strikes.
Out of their farm system, 2nd round pick in 2004 is Swarzak. He's really pitching in Kevin Slowey's spot. Slowey on the disabled list, pretty good right-hander for the Twins. 6'4", 225 pounds. Anthony Swarzak. He made his Major League debut on May 23rd of this year, and he pitched 7 shutout innings against the Milwaukee Brewers. So that's how his career started. It was the best start he has had. He pitched well also against the White Sox, or against the Cubs in mid-June. 7 shutout innings as well. Nick Blackburn, he was starting pitcher for the Twins last night. Probably went to bed last night thinking, what the heck just happened?
7 earned runs. He left 13-7. Yeah, 5 innings.
Should be all right.
5 and fly, as he said.
Payout pitch. Both starters last night obviously got a no decision.
One happier than the other for sure in Gio Gonzalez.
Gio Gonzalez last night, 2nd starter in baseball's modern era to avoid a loss when pitching fewer than 3 innings and allowing at least 11 runs. Scott Feldman did it last year.
Hard to believe that Zach Greinke, the way he's pitching now, could give up 11 runs.
That's impossible.
And get a no decision. The A's run again, 1st inning. Of course, the hitting combination, Kennedy at first and Cabrera at the plate, hit and run has been outstanding. And I think there are times that maybe, not to say that they'd go against a manager, but kind of put it on themselves. I've seen players in the past where they get a pretty good feel, and here we go.
That is exactly what was going on there.
Shortstop was covering, but still a big hole between 1st and 2nd for Cabrera to shoot to.
And you're talking about 2 veteran guys
exactly.
as well.
But and again, I go to the steal of home by B.J. Upton. Tom Foley, the 3rd base coach, didn't know that he and Crawford had a play on. Crawford at first and Upton at 3rd, and a steal of home helped them win a game.
Kennedy goes again. This one popped up foul. So back-to-back hit and runs. Cabrera, a couple of foul balls. So now 0-2.
Swarzak has not helped Cabrera because he hasn't thrown a strike. And the hit and run, it's a little bit tough. Oh, clanked it.
Trust me, sir, it's not there.
That's great.
You usually know if you miss it,
That's
don't you?
Great. Here we go.
I got it all the way.
In the glove. And it's number 14, the kid. What a great shot.
He's out of there too. Buddies are waiting for him.
That's great. It's like an open up a Christmas present. Yeah, and there's nothing there.
And you thought there was something there. Toward third, Creedy to second for one. Casilla got him at first. Nice play by Alexi Casilla, turning the pivot at second base. He hung in there. Kennedy came in hard. So a good, clean play all around.
Well, a slow hit ball, and Cabrera busted down the line. You see him get out of the box, but there's a 5-4-3 double play, but a slow hit ball allows the runner at first to get on the second baseman very quickly. And that's what Adam Kennedy did with a clean slide. Casilla got rid of the ball before Kennedy actually hit it.
Two outs for Scott Hairston. Hairston, the .270 average, that is with the Athletics. He's 10 for 37 in an A's uniform. Matt Holliday in the on-deck circle. The A's with a 39-52 record after their win last night. They're 21-24 at home, 18-28 on the road. And they have won 3 out of the 5 games played against the Twins so far this year. One more game tomorrow, that's a day game, and then these two teams will play a 3-game series in Minnesota, and that will be the second weekend of September. Punto on the backhand throws. Time to get Hairston. Side retired. No score as we head to the second inning at the Coliseum. A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Kaiser. At Kaiser Permanente, we want you to live well, be well, and thrive. Joe Creedy leading it off here in the top of the second inning against Dallas Braden. Creedy, Young, and Punto. Joe Creedy did not play last night.
Outstanding third baseman, and of course, many years with the White Sox, having a very good year. The Minnesota Twins, 14 home runs. He is a Gold Glove quality third baseman.
Injuries always a little bit of a concern with Creedy. He's had the back issues. A little bit banged up this year, but he's right. Still a very good all-around player. He pops out to right field for the first out.
It's a 2-strike changeup from Dallas Braden. And talking to Kurt Young, and again, a lot of times the changeup is thrown when the hitter has a fastball count that he's expecting, 3-1, 3-2, 2-0. But Kurt says, and this is right here, a chase changeup. Chase, trying to get the hitter to chase a bad pitch, and that's exactly what Joe Creedy did with 2 strikes. So he can use it effectively in both cases, when he's ahead in the count, as he just did, getting Joe Creedy, or in a case of a hitter who might have a count of 3-1, pulls the string when he's looking fastball.
One and one the count to Delmon Young. Young was the hitter at the plate on the last play of the game last night. Slider from Wirtz that was in the dirt.
He did that especially for folks in Austin, Minnesota. I'm sure was staying up watching him pitch.
Derek Barton, a nice play, comes off the bag, makes the tag.
But here it is, a wild pitch, and hard for a catcher to try to figure out where the pitch is. Wirtz buried his ball. Kurt Suzuki, that is a hard, you don't know where it is, but here comes Gadier. Watch Michael Wirtz. He's behind the plate. Quick tag, and he's out. Yeah, close. All those guys were happy to see the right arm, Mike Malinsky.
Weren't we all? Our good old friend Mike Malinsky.
Yeah.
And a baby Mike.
How could he deny the greatest comeback in athletics history?
It's close enough to, yeah, we think. Attaboy Mike. Bill Cuzzy is the home plate umpire. Scott Berry and Tom Hallion.
And whether Mike wanted to go downstairs and have Matt Weiss pull it up and watch it, I'm sure today, sometime, Dick Williams' son, Scott with the Yankees, he said, I only saw it about 55 times. Watch some highlights today.
Better leave your TV off. Nick Punto is retired, so a very good inning by Dallas Braden. Bottom of the second coming up. It'll be Holiday, Custa, and Suzuki.
For the Athletics, bottom of the second inning, batting in fourth position, left fielder, number 5, Matt Holliday.
Well, some fans enjoyed tonight's game, and we can tell you about the new A's Victory Pack. It includes 4 great games on the field level, including the Yankees and a Jason Giambi bobblehead night. For each game the A's win, within the Victory Pack, you get a voucher good for an additional game. Order at OaklandAthletics.com or go to 510-638. Go A's.
Here's Matt Holliday.
What was that sign? It says every holiday?
Every day is a holiday. It was yesterday. Matt Holliday put on a show for the A's fans. It was fun to watch.
100 miles an hour. You got to be kidding me.
I don't think he's throwing quite that hard.
Now this is a fastball outside part of the plate, and Matt Holliday shows opposite field power. Hit it on the line drive enough to get it over the jagged edge in right center.
Well, we've seen Matt Holliday now for close to 4 months. He likes the ball out of the plate.
As he said in our post-game interview, thinking right field with the fastball, that's not a bad approach, and especially if they have the power that he does to be able to hit the ball out to right field.
He had a pitch, off-speed pitch out over the plate there, and fly ball to right field. But it's really, that's his swing.
Yeah. Well, he threw the bat near the visiting on deck circle, which would indicate he got a pitch he thought he should have hit a lot harder. Hanging breaking ball, and got under it, and yeah, there it is. That shows it and tells it all. Just a pitch that he thought he should have done some serious damage.
Here's Jack Cust. Cust with the home run last night that gave the A's the lead. He had a good night. He was 3 for 4, a couple of RBIs. He scored a couple of runs. So Jack in the middle of a hot streak right now.
Well, give the A's hitting coach Jim Scaling a lot of credit too. And Jack, of course, hit the ball, but a hitting coach, all he can do really is during the game is watch what a hitter does and maybe some tendencies of a pitcher. But he mentioned to Jack Cust as he was going to the plate. He said Majerus likes to get ahead first pitch fastball. He has a lot of confidence with his first pitch fastball, and Jim Scaling said that. Jack Cust kind of felt the same way. Got the first pitch fastball and hit it out to left center. Jim Scaling got the guys going, and last night was a beautiful sight.
Saw the hits, 22 hits for the A's last night, 6 doubles, 4 home runs. They walked 3 times. They did not strike out. They had a stolen base. So the month of July, a .301 average.
Slugging, on base percentage, and stolen bases all works hand in hand.
A's have 20 steals in the month of July. That's the most in the major leagues.
Some guys have brought a lot of base running technique and aggressiveness to the A's. Kennedy and Cabrera, a couple of teammates with the Angels. And it becomes contagious when you have guys running the bases and not only stealing the bases, but running bases, being aggressive on the base paths. Guys want to follow suit.
2-2 pitches high. So full count. Cust with 16 home runs, 48 runs batted in. Inside, a walk. Second walk by Swarzak. Carlos Jr. in your face. Here is the home run last night that gave the A's the lead. Immediately after Matt Holliday's grand slam tied it. You really didn't have time to
celebrate.
No, I mean, it was one of those things where everybody was still standing from Holliday's home run, and Jack Cust let her rip. It was off a different pitcher than the guy Holliday hit his home run. Kurt Suzuki spins out of the way.
Too close for comfort, and Suzuki turning away and hitting the ground, not taking any chances. Celebration of the A's dugout kind of reminds me of the A's against the Rangers. Vicente Padilla, 3 home runs and 3 pitches.
That's right.
One guy getting the dugout and celebrating. Here comes another one with the next pitch and next pitch, and a lot of excitement.
Vicente wasn't real happy about that.
No, so he hit Swisher the next time several times. At least threw at him, finally hit him.
Kurt Suzuki, 280 on the year with 5 homers and 39 runs batted in.
Nomar probably thinking about the Dodgers when he was the fourth of back-to-back home runs.
Off of Trevor Hoffman too, wasn't it?
But to win the game, and I don't think there were 4 consecutive pitches like the A's 3 with, let's say, Swisher, Thomas, Milton Bradley. Yeah, Bradley and Swish. I think it was Thomas.
Cust with a short lead. Derek Barton in the on-deck circle. Derek Barton with a home run last night. I said we could go on and on and on about last night, but you almost forget that Barton has got the A's a little bit closer. Cust thought about going. All in all, 27 runs, 39 hits last night combined. 11 pitchers were used, including the starters.
And I would venture to say that Ron Gardenhire, like everybody else, could not believe that the A's did not strike out one time.
He's allowed 13 runs, most in Oakland history, in a win. And it was a 1-run game. .367 total pitches thrown in the game. Payoff pitch to Kurt Suzuki. Cust takes off, and the ball's bounced to Creedy. He'll go to second anyway. They'll get the out there, throw to first, double play. So for the second inning in a row, it's a 5-4-3 double play turned by the Twins.
Okay, fans, get out your cell phones for a chance to win. If you text the word train to
Sportsnet California is brought to you by the U.S. Postal Service. Priority mail flat rate boxes only from the Postal Service. A simpler way to ship. Beautiful night at the Coliseum. We have reached the top of the third inning. No score. It'll be Casilla, Gomez, and Mauer. 9-1-2 for the Minnesota Twins. Casilla, switch hitter. He was 0 for 3 last night, and he has just 2 hits in his last 17 at bats. He's very fast, and we said it last night, Ray. He should not hit the ball in the air, and he did last night a couple times. 3-1.
I think the Twins with Casilla and Gomez trying to do what the Angels have done with their 9-1-2 in the order, trying to get guys on base. For Meyer Morneau. Dallas Braden, a very crafty pitcher, if you will, especially with the runner at first base. He's got a couple of different moves. You can see the split screen where on the left, high leg kick, and he look to the plate and throw to first, and one on the right. There's the quick move where he steps off with his left foot off the pitching rubber and just fires the ball over to first base. So obviously the runners have to be alert. Dallas hopes they're not alert.
Nobody is in too big of a hurry to try to steal off Dallas Braden.
So there's the move that we showed earlier where he threw to first, but this time he threw to the plate.
Did you see what the runner was doing?
That's exactly right.
Going back to
That's what you want to do, especially a base runner with good speed.
I mean, quite frankly, Alexi Casilla right now, he's probably all screwed up.
Which is good. That time he quick pitched.
That one fouled just below us. Dallas Braden is so good at holding runners. He really has the whole package. He has a great move, and he varies his move, and he varies his look. He does everything that you should do to hold runners out. Some guys, most guys, have maybe one thing that they do well. Some don't have any.
There's a quick one when it comes up, and you have to, if you're going to make that move, you have to remove, in this case, the left foot from the pitching rubber. And by stepping off the way he does, it allows him to throw to first as quick as he does. And he has picked off guys, but more importantly, they don't get a very good lead.
One-two to Carlos Gomez. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Dallas Braden.
A good cut fastball down and in. Maybe a truer slider, but definitely movement. Gomez swinging over the pitch. He started 0-2 the first at bat, ended up walking, and this time he gets ahead and gets him out.
So now it's Joe Mauer and Justin Morneau. Talk to the Twins people. Joe Mauer, they say he's obviously had the great start, but he's been struggling. You saw the July average of 278, which is still quite respectable.
Did you see that?
Wow.
That phantom throwing that. You can see it going back to the bag.
Kicked me off.
Didn't have the ball in his hand. He is unbelievable. And he has fun doing it too. I think he'd like to pitch every day. Every day.
Right there, and it's 1-1 to Joe Mauer.
And the guy from Stockton, everyday Eddie Guardado, many years with the Minnesota Twins. He did pitch every day, although he did start his career as a starting pitcher. Became a very good reliever and closer for the Twins.
Casilla, he has the look like he really wants to go. He may not be real comfortable with Dallas Braden on the mound. He's got a pretty good lead, and he's leaning. It's a shot just over the head of second baseman Mark Ellis. It'd be hard to hit a ball harder than that. Mark Ellis is just standing there. I think off the bat, Mark may have thought he had a play on it, and it just shot right past him.
Justin Morneau.
A little bit of a riser, but Joe Mauer, who hits a lot to the opposite field. This one got a cut fastball. Casilla thought it was going to be caught as he stopped. No chance for him to go to third.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Justin Morneau. There's a line drive to Barton. Throw back to second, not in time.
Well, there's your difference. First at bat, Morneau hit a high chopper with Barton holding Gomez at first. It was a base hit. Barton off the bag because runners at first and second. And Justin Morneau crushed it. And Derek Barton thought maybe he had a chance, but I don't know that Kazee had any time to get off the bag. It was hit so hard.
Two outs for Michael Cuddyer. Twins stranded a couple in the top of the first. They have 2 on here in the top of the third. Suzuki racing over, and he's not going to quite have time to get there. Slides right in front of the Twins dugout.
It wasn't up high enough. A lot of foul territory to cover. Nice ovation from the fans with an excellent effort by Kurt Suzuki.
Well, you won't get help till the ball hits the ground
right
from the Twins dugout. That's just the way it is. Do you ever flip over a railing running for a pop-up?
No.
No. Either make the catch or don't worry about it. Right? I ain't going into that railing. I don't blame you. Cuddyer came up in the first inning with runners on first and third, and he hit a ground ball to third. Adam Kennedy came home and got Carlos Gomez, so a fielder's choice for Cuddyer. After a 4-hit game last night. It missed by much, but it runs inside, according to Phil Cuzzy, the home plate umpire. A walk and a single, the 2 runners for the Twins.
At times it'll change up. It also go with a fastball away. Slider down and in. Now, Orlando Cabrera, after the throw from Derek Barton.
Good move.
Fake throw, and just to see if Casilla took a step off the bag. He did not. Cabrera's always thinking. He, like Braden, likes to have fun and try to be creative, try to get an out when they can, unexpectedly.
The old hidden ball trick. You ever seen the hidden ball trick?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Saw it once. JT Snow got Perez, left-handed pitcher. Can't think of his first name, but fake throw it back to the pitcher. Put it up, tag. Nobody knows about it except the pitcher and the first baseman.
Yeah, the pitcher has to be off the dirt.
Oh, man. Cabrera, a couple steps to his right, throws to Ellis, side retired. So the Twins strand 2 more, and we head to the bottom of the third. No score. Sportsnet California is brought to you by Cash Creek's Heat Wave of Cash. $25,000 in cash each Friday through Sunday. Visit cashcreek.com for details. Cotton candy night? Yeah, it's not too bad. Cotton candy more of a warm weather.
We have something much better.
Yeah, we do. What do we got?
About from the Busy Bee Bakery. And that is big time.
Busy Bee Bakery, and it's located where?
You tell us, the label's on there. You got the box of the goodies.
Inverness, California.
Cindy
On
and
Sir Francis Drake Boulevard, so it's just up in the North Bay.
Cindy and Rick Poole, Busy Bee Bakery. They are Twins fans. They came in to watch, of course, the Twins play, which we won't. Sorry, I mean, they were born in Minnesota, so they got to be A's fans. They brought their Homer hanky with them, but they're also brought us some treats from their bakery, and they look outstanding.
We got it all.
I mean, wrapped
Cookies,
5 to a package.
trail mix, brownies.
I didn't see the trail mix.
There it is.
That's for me on the plane. Plus the oatmeal raisin
You taking
cookies.
this on the plane? What are you, Ken Korak? You taking this on the plane? Oh, this is good. Smells good too.
So thanks to Cindy and Rick Poole, Busy Bee Bakery, Inverness, and we will enjoy the treats.
Located at 12301 Sir Francis Drake Boulevard. This is full, folks.
Yep. Well, just turn around. It's come in packages.
Goodies.
Packages of cookies and various treats. So
how can we get it on the plane tomorrow?
Just
Foose is going to have to pack it. Hey, Steve Vucinich, we got a bag of cookies.
Right fielder.
Could you put it with the
number
luggage,
15,
please?
Ryan Sweeney.
actually, the Pools bought tickets down at section 117, which would be kind of between the Twins dugout and behind home plate. So that's row 24, so above the walkway. Good seats. See their favorite Twins and make sure they get the box of goodies up to us.
Well, we appreciate
Yep.
the very kind gesture, and we can feed the whole press box. Not that we're going to. One and one to Ryan Sweeney. In fact, our good friends over in the radio booth have been eyeballing us a little bit. They seem to get a little envious of the food we get up here.
Well, between Chef Rodney, who I saw last night down in the clubhouse, he brought some nice food for Steve Vucinich, and Brian Davis. There's the unhappy Ken Korak because he doesn't.
He's going to fight you for the trail mix. Well, I mean, they could come over and say, "Hey, can I have a cookie?" And we would say, "Maybe," if you're nice to us. But instead, they choose to just stare at us through the window. One and two to Ryan Sweeney. Sweeney, base hit left field. He's got that stroke going. So Ryan Sweeney, a couple of hits last night. He's got a base hit tonight. That's the first hit for the A's tonight.
Well, he's waiting back so well and does it again with a couple of strikes and a lot of hits to the opposite field. And Ryan Sweeney has proven that with his great opposite field stroke. He's only pulled 14 of his hits, 26 to left, 33 to center. Thank you, Josh. Great numbers for Ryan Sweeney.
So Mark Ellis, 2 on, nobody out for the A's. They got something going against Anthony Swarzak. Ellis to bunt, and he pulls the bat back, but it's a big curve from Swarzak that drops in for a strike. Outfield straight away for Mark Ellis. On the outside corner, 0-2. Swarzak has walked 3, and he's a guy that scouting report says does not walk a lot of people. Pretty much everybody on the Twins staff. Slowly hit toward third. Creedy's got 1 play. He'll go across the diamond. So it ends up being just like a sacrifice as the runners start second and third.
Now batting, third baseman, number 29.
This contact so important, and Swarzak looking for the strikeout, especially after getting 2 strikes quickly on Mark Ellis. But Mark got the bat on the ball, slowly hit. Got the job done.
They see if they can jump ahead tonight. As Adam Kennedy steps in, he walked in the first inning. 368 with runners in scoring position for Kennedy. So a good man in a good spot for the A's. Kennedy had 3 hits in last night's game. He had 6 at bats.
Swarzak doesn't walk many, but the game he pitched back in June, bottom of the 4th inning, this being the 3rd, but in the 4th inning of that game, first 10 pitches were all balls. Very uncharacteristic of Minnesota Twins pitcher. And he took advantage of it, trying to do the same tonight. The walk in each of the first 3 innings. That was June the 8th, no decision. 81 pitches in just 3 2/3 innings. He's at 47. 2 1/3 tonight.
Grounded towards second. It's going to get a run home. And the A's take a 1-0 lead on the RBI ground out by Adam Kennedy. His 33rd RBI of the year. So Barton scores.
Now batting,
And Sweeney goes to third.
Number 18, Orlando Cabrera.
So 1-0 Athletics. Now 2 outs for Orlando Cabrera. Well, that game you were talking about, Ray, on June 8th. The Twins scored 3 runs in the top of the 4th and had a 3-0 lead, and then Swarzak fell into trouble in the bottom of the 3rd, and the A's scored 3 times to tie the game. The A's ended up winning 4-3.
A Jack Cust home run, huh?
The changeup stays high. 1-1 the count. Cabrera hit into a 5-4-3 double play in the first inning. Hit hard, past a diving Casilla into right center. Coming in to score is Ryan Sweeney, and it's a 2-0 A's lead. Cabrera comes through.
Well, so many good things about the at-bat. A couple of change-ups, and then the fastball away, and Orlando Cabrera staying back, and he has been so hot lately, swinging the bat so well, and comes through with 2 outs and a base hit just to the right of the second baseman Casilla.
RBI number 37 for Cabrera, and here's Scott Hairston. Fastball in for a strike. Hairston bounced off to short to end the first inning. Wouldn't be surprised if Cabrera takes off here. Orlando Cabrera has shown that he is a pretty good base stealer. He's got 8 steals on the year.
And Mike Geiger going through signs that nothing for the hitter because he has 2 strikes. Maybe to Cabrera, a green light, man, get a jump, go.
Cabrera not going, and Hairston hits the breaking pitch to the backstop. Well, that is one thing we've noticed from the A's as of late, is they have been aggressive on the base paths early in the game, trying to steal. And we saw it in the very first inning tonight. A couple of hit and runs put on by Bob Geren, or maybe players did it themselves. Hit well. Gomez near the wall in deep left center field. He's got it. Side retired. Hairston put a drive into it, comes up short, but the A's get a pair. 3-0, 2-0 they lead. Jason Kubel will lead off for the Minnesota Twins here in the top of the 4th inning. A's with a 2 spot in the bottom of the 3rd. You don't have to wait for a lead until the 7th inning like they did last night. They have one here in the 4th. So Dallas Braden back to work. He's given up a couple of hits, a couple of walks. He's got 1 strikeout. He just threw pitch number 50.
Well, that's a big out for him in the 1st inning. Jason Kubel last night pitched a 3-run home run in the 1st inning after 2 outs in front of 2 walks. But Dallas Braden got him with a great play by Adam Kennedy.
Kubel, Creedy, and Young for the Twins here in the 4th. Very close, called a ball. So Braden gets it. He's ready to go, even though just missed on the 2-2 pitch, but he will get Kubel on a 4-3. Time for our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn Ray. This is where we answer the questions you submit at csncalifornia.com. Tonight, Phil from Campbell says, hey, what's the A's record wearing those black jerseys? It seems like every time I watch them in black, they have a bad game.
You're right. Except last night.
Phil, were you watching last night?
That's right.
Because it was a pretty good night at the Coliseum.
Walked downstairs after the game, and Steve Vucinich, there he is. There is the number. He said, David Feldman just informed us we just won our first game in black jerseys.
Yeah, some guys keep that stuff.
David knows all. And jersey colors. It's back in the Finley era. He really didn't have a chart.
Joe Crede to left field, and he's going to have to hustle to get a sliding double, and he makes it with one out. So Joe Crede with a double. That is his 12th double of the year.
Delmon Young.
Inside location to pitch more down the middle. And Joe Crede hit the mistake. Matt Holliday's going to throw out somebody. He got the ball very quickly. Joe Crede, as most runners, the ball down to the corner and run hard. Do not assume it's going to be an easy double. Matt Holliday gets to the ball very quickly.
So here's Delmon Young. Swing and a miss. Young, very much a free swinger. He just does not walk a lot. In fact, he has had 201 at-bats this year. It's not plate appearances, it's at-bats. He's got 7 walks and 60 strikeouts. 7 and 60. It's jammed there, and now he's behind in the count 1-2.
So you're saying he wouldn't be able to play with the A's very much, right? It's
Brian Sweeney hasn't walked in like a month.
Cabrera didn't walk.
Cabrera didn't walk for a long time.
A different philosophy, you know. Good pitches, you don't want to wait around and walk. Swing the bat.
Hit pretty well, right center. Hairston racing back, still going back, and it's off the wall. It bounces back towards center field. Crede will score. Delmon Young to third, and he will make it with an RBI triple. So the Twins are on the board here in the fourth.
Well, you swing the bat a lot, you're going to put a charge in the one. A high changeup from Dallas Braden, and like that swing is off the end of the bat, hardly any stride by Delmon Young, and he crushed it off of the right center field wall, and a chance for anybody to back up, and Hairston with the ball going back towards left field. Crede actually was tagging, which is not a smart thing to do with one out, because well, had carried him back or at least close enough to Hairston, he might not have been able to score.
So what you're saying is you probably would wait and concentrate on tagging up if there were no outs.
No outs.
Because you'd want to get to third with less than 2 outs. But you want to make sure you score if
if it's 1 out, yeah, that's right.
If the ball does fall in for a hit.
Gregorio Petit last year in Atlanta.
That's right.
A 1-run game.
There's Nick Punto, infield in, and the changeup drops low. Punto was 0 for 5 in the game last night. In his first at bat tonight, he grounded out to short to end the second inning. 2-0. Alexi Casilla is the on-deck hitter. So a double and a triple for the Twins in this inning. Punto has 1 home run on the year. The batting average at .208. Numbers are down this year for Nick Punto. good year last year. Hit .284.
Suzuki had a pickoff plan with Adam Kennedy as he came out from behind the plate. The ball fouled by Punto. And a nice catch by a fan. And
oh, and he's smart too, huh? That's a good move.
Most of them look for little kids.
Hairston coming in. Young charging. Hairston has it. Young coming to the plate. The throw is just a bit late. Squirts away from Kurt Suzuki. Delman Young scores on the sacrifice fly by Nick Punto to tie the game at 2.
Now the ball hit just to the home plate side of the mound. Kind of scooted instead of taking a nice hop to Kurt Suzuki. Strong throw, but watch right there. It just kind of actually maybe hit the dirt. And no true hop to Kurt. So the A's scored 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. Give them right back here in the top of the 4th.
2 outs for Alexi Casilla. Casilla walked in the 3rd. Watch Delman Young, Ray. You ever seen this? Watch where he looks. You don't see that very often. On a sacrifice fly, there's really nothing to be looking for except home plate.
Right. And the on-deck hitter to tell you whether to slide or stand up.
Just do not see that. I mean, you know that the catch has been made, obviously. Three and 2 to Casilla. Just a bit low. So Casilla has walked for the 2nd time tonight.
Kurt just waiting to see where the runner is and how he's going to have to maybe. He's thinking about even going after the ball, especially after it hit the dirt. Scoot a little bit, but no, ideally you like to get on the plate and then kind of go to your right or left. You're just trying to figure how he's going to adjust to catch the ball and make the tag.
Another drive to center, but Hairston's going to get back there and he tracks it down. Side retired. Couple of runs for the Twins. Bottom of the 4th coming up. We're all tied at 2. Two game, bottom of the 4th. Matt Holliday is going to lead it off for the Athletics against Anthony Swarzak. Some more notes from last night. A couple of guys made history. Morneau and Holliday, 4th time in Major League Baseball history that a player on each team hit at least 2 home runs and had at least 6 RBIs. Look at some of the names on that list. Rogers Hornsby. And then in 1930, Lou Gehrig and Jimmy Fox. Albert Bell and Rusty Greer in 1997. So anytime you do something, and in this case 2 guys, it's only been done 3 other times in Major League Baseball history, that goes into the special column. And Holliday and Justin Morneau are in that group. They both hit grand slam in the game. Morneau down the line. It's going to drop foul. He cannot get to it. Justin Morneau has an MVP award. He's leading the American League in RBIs this year.
Well, 7 RBI night helps. See, he had last night, so that's a big night for him. But he's going to have a few more big nights before the season's over. The Twins hopes that is the case, and especially the manager, Ron Gardner. He is definitely a run producer.
Holliday hit a fly ball to right field in the 2nd inning. Justin Morneau, first in average, tied for 2nd in home runs. Holliday, another high fly ball to right field. And that may have been another pitch for Holliday to hit, and he just missed it.
Designated hitter, number 32, Jack Cust.
So 1 out for Jack Cust. The guy who's leading the American League in home runs is Carlos Pena. He has 24. Teixeira, and Morneau, and Nelson Cruz, and Russell Branyan all have 23. Kinsler with 22, Brandon Inge and Jermaine Dye with 21. There's your top 10 in home run hitters in the American League. Good swing by Cust, he fouls it back. Remember, the A's did not strike out last night. 47 plate appearances last night by the A's, and they did not strike out. They have not struck out tonight. I don't want to jinx Jack Cust.
Mark Ellis, Sunday, the 7th inning. No, the 8th inning. It was a 10-inning game, so that would be the 8th inning.
Two now to Cust.
John Lackey, Sunday, called strike 3. Beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon.
Down the left field line, but it's going to slice foul. Jack Cust in his last 11 games has 13 hits and 32 at bats. That's an average of 406. So we saw his average drop down into the 220s for a while, but now it's climbing back up to 243. Strike 3 called, and there is the first strikeout tonight.
Nice going. You knew that people are going to be emailing.
I just do what my producer tells me to do. Whose name is David Coppett. Maybe you've heard of him.
Number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Sorry, David, I threw you under the bus.
It's going to be our Subway Eat Fresh. Why do you always say something and then it happens?
I know. I do that. You're right. I guess because when it starts to become relevant on the scorebook, that's about when it's going to change, right?
Was it Back to the Future? Which one? I thought there's a high strike.
Yeah. See, that's not really a strikeout.
I mean, that could have very easily been a home run.
Yeah.
Hanging curveball.
Kurt Suzuki hit into a 5-4-3 double play in the second inning.
It's one of his T-shirts. Suzuki T-shirt with a puka shells on the front.
How about that youngster, Ray? Sweatbands. Probably got a batting glove on. He's got the glove, the jersey, the hat.
Looking for a ball.
He is in search of a baseball. And if he got one, that baseball would never leave his pocket except to play catcher.
And he would probably know if there was a baseball in his glove.
As opposed to the adult earlier in the game.
Actually, you know.
3-1 to Kurt Suzuki. Bert Campaneris
Can't beat Jersey.
Can't beat Jersey.
You can run like Camp, you'll get a lot of baseballs.
Heads up down there for a line drive coming down the corner. Into a slide goes Punto, and a nice play by Nick Punto. So 3 up, 3 down inning for Anthony Swarzak. We stay tied at 2. Visit the A's page at csncalifornia.com to vote in tonight's poll that was featured on A's Pregame Live. What was your favorite moment from last night's game? Plenty to choose from. And the Barton homer, the Holiday Slam, custom run, or tough to beat the final out. Look for answers on tonight's A's postgame live show. So make sure you check out the website. Cast your vote. Mauer, Morneau, Cuddyer for the Twins here in the 5th inning. A 2-2 game. Fastball for a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Dallas Braden 3 walks, 1 strikeout. He's given up 4 hits in the game. Joe Mauer pinch hit late in the game last night and had a base hit. And then he stayed in the game to catch for the final inning. Fisted, and it's caught by Kennedy.
Derek Barton, first game back from AAA, had been swinging the bat well in Sacramento and hit 3 fly balls, 1 over the fence, left center. Off Nick Blackburn. The A's get back in the game. And was commenting on his opposite field power. So Derek Barton a couple of years ago come up in September and showed that he was very capable of using the whole field with power. Given a great opportunity last year. Back to AAA this year, and he's back, and hope he does well enough to stay.
0-2 to Justin Morneau. So Braden jumping ahead of both Mauer and Morneau.
You know, sometimes the game is easy for some players, and Derek Barton had experienced a lot of success. Minor league level, that's September in 2007. Failure sometimes is a great motivator. Just it makes you work harder, you know, get back to successful ways.
Well, sometimes, even though it's hard at the time, maybe the best thing to happen to a young player is maybe have a year in the minor leagues where you struggle. Learn how to deal with it at that level before you get to the big league. Lots of different ways to look at it. Full count now to Justin Morneau with Cuddyer in the on-deck circle.
The swing right there by Justin Morneau, or the check swing. That's why he's a great hitter. Breaking ball looked like he's going to be fooled. Maybe check swing far enough, but he was able to take the count 3-2. Now, see what Braden throws him.
Another good take. So it was 0-2, and Morneau ends up getting the walk. 4th walk issued by Dallas Braden.
Number 5.
He has
Michael
thrown 83
Cuddyer.
pitches in the game. Well, it was the 4th inning where he gave up the 2 runs. And it got him pitch count wise. Michael Cuddyer is 0 for 2. Good year for Cuddyer, 275 with 16 home runs. Cuddyer's been a good player for the Twins for quite a while.
Especially when he's healthy. He's had some injuries last year, but he is a very strong right-handed bat in the middle of the lineup. Especially Morneau lefties, Cuddyer right, Kubel left. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Last year was not one of the healthy years for Cuddyer. He played in just 71 games. Foul territory. Barton is going to get there, and he's got it. 2 outs.
That play right there reminiscent of a play that was not made last night by Justin Morneau that A's thought probably one of the biggest in the game.
Number 16.
Dallas Braden.
Jason Kubel.
Hustling over. If Barton can't get there, I'll be there, so I'll get to first base in case Morneau gets off the bag a little too far. But Justin Morneau, that easy fly ball. Mark Ellis just overran the ball. It dropped. Mark Ellis ended up hitting the 2-run double. Just kept the inning going.
First pitch strike to Kubel. Kubel ended up going 3 for 3 last night with 3 walks. Tonight he's 0 for 2. Adam Kennedy made a nice play in foul territory in the first inning. And he grounded out to Mark Ellis in the 4th. You notice that from the Twins hitters, Ray, especially the left-handed hitters, Mauer, Morneau, Kubel, that lay off the tough pitches, especially from the left-handers. Fastball right on the outside corner to even the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss. So that ends the top of the 5th inning. Second strikeout for Dallas Braden. Derek Barton, Ryan Sweeney, Mark Ellis hit for the A's. A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Carl's Jr. The teriyaki $6 burger with grilled pineapple is back at Carl's Jr. A's 2, Twins 2. Bottom of the 5th inning.
All summertime at the park.
Yeah.
The old ball yard.
Binoculars. Food. Having a ball. Barton, Sweeney, and Ellis against Anthony Swarzak. He's got both their runs in the 3rd inning. Swarzak has walked 3, struck out 1. The A's have 2 hits so far. Curveball in for a strike, 1-1. Barton led off the 3rd with a walk, and he came around to score. Got fans making nice plays all over the place.
Probably use the A's blanket to make the catch.
Struck 3 called with the curveball on the outside corner. Second strikeout for Swarzak.
Well, he's trying to throw the curveball for strikes and finally did. The outside corner to Derek Barton. Oh, that's outside. It's that Tommy cam. No, that's a Mike cam tonight. There's no camera's not up there. Where'd it go?
Had too much activity last night.
Oh, it's upstairs? Okay.
0-1 to Ryan Sweeney, who had a base hit to left field and scored a run in the 3rd. mentioned last inning the fact that Ryan Sweeney had not walked in a long time. That doesn't mean he's not getting on base. He's actually hitting over 300 in his last 27 games, but he has not had a walk in those 27 games. And he may have another hit, and he will. Ryan Sweeney is 2 for 2. Just kind of served that one out there.
Second baseman.
Well, 2 strike protecting, and well, maybe out of the strike zone. Joe Mauer went down to block the ball. Didn't get to him though. Instead, into shallow left field.
Third hit for the Athletics, and Mark Ellis steps in. That was pitch number 80 for Anthony Swarzak. Ellis's ground ball in the third inning off Swarzak actually advanced both the runners. So he did his job and got the runners to second and third, and both those guys ended up scoring. So there's a statistic that you see in some box scores. It's called runners moved up. You advance a runner with an at bat.
I haven't seen the RMU lately.
The old RMU. Ellis goes down, pops back up, and the count's 2-0.
This is much closer than Suzuki. When you're hitting and that ball's coming, which looks like it's coming right at your face, you get down as fast as you can, turning away, which Mark did. Usually pops up so fast his heart just hit the ground. Pushed him right up.
Now it's 3-0. Adam Kennedy waits in the on-deck circle. Ellis taking all the way. Sweeney with a pretty good lead at first. It's not going anywhere. Now it's a full count. We'll see if he takes off with the full count.
I'd say there's a pretty good chance he will. I just think that Mark Ellis, good bat control, plus the A's are running the bases a lot.
Swarzak a long look in, and now he'll meet with Joe Mauer.
The important thing for Mark Ellis, if Sweeney does run, just somehow make contact, and one of the middle infielders is going to be covering the bag, and if contact is made, he might be able to find a hole to advance Sweeney to third base.
Sweeney takes off. Swing and a miss. Mauer's throw to second base, and now Sweeney's going to try to get back to first. He's not going to be able to do it, and that's a double play. So that's how the inning ends. We'll head to the sixth, tied at 2.
The A's and Verizon.
White Sox in town, 1:05 p.m. start. 10,000 fans will receive an Oakland A's baseball hat as courtesy of Wells Fargo. Tickets are at oaklandathletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. Nice green and yellow gold cap with the A's logo.
Not a good start to the top of the 6th inning. Joe Crede, a line drive double to right center. So Crede has his 2nd double tonight.
Well, the inside out swing stayed back. Fastball away and
Number 21.
good hitting. No man's land, as he said, and fortunately got it back to hold him to just the double. One out double his last at bat and scored on the triple by Delmon Young. Question now, will Delmon Young try to drive him in or try to hit the ball to the right side to advance him to third?
Young hits the ball to the left side, and he's out. Does not get a runner moved up.
And an excellent changeup. First pitch, of course, the aggressive hitting
Number 8.
Delmon Young, and jumped on the first pitch changeup, and of course it comes out of the hand looking like a fastball. He swung at it like it was a fastball and rolled over on it. That's exactly what Dallas Braden was hoping for.
Here's Nick Punto. Punto, a ground out to short and a sacrifice fly. Picked up his 18th RBI of the year with that sac fly. Outside corner strike. So Braden closing in on 100 pitches for the night. Barton picks it up, steps on the bag, 2 outs, and down to third goes Crede.
The infield in, that might have been a base hit to right field. Instead, infield back and right to Dallas, right to Derek Barton.
Number 25.
So now the 9th place hitter, Alexi Casilla, steps in. Casilla has walked twice. Change up in for a strike. So Casilla does not have a hit in this series. Again a strike. Quickly 0-2.
But Adam Kennedy thinking about moving back third. He was up on the grass. He's going to stay even with the bag because you never know. You might think about bunting with 2 strikes.
Shallow left field. Holiday racing in, still coming in. He'll get there in left center. Side retired. So good job of pitching by Dallas Braden after the leadoff double by Joe Crede.
as always, presented by Pepsi. It's coming up Thursday, August the 6th, before the A's take on the Rangers, 12:35 p.m. Floats made with Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream in the Eastside Club beginning at 10:30 a.m. Floats are $2. You got autographs and photos for tipping extra. You always like to give the extra money for a good cause, as the proceeds go to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. And also, the newest member of the Hall of Fame, Ricky Henderson, will sign photos for a donation to the A's Community Fund. You go to tickets at oaklandathletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. Root Beer Float Day coming up the next homestand. So the Twins not able to take advantage of the leadoff double by Joe Crede. Outstanding pitching by Dallas Break. Now they try to get him a run or two and take the lead again.
First pitch to Kennedy is high. Kennedy a walk and an RBI ground out. So he is 0 for 1. This one hit high to the left side of the diamond. Nick Punto drifts out into shallow left field. Well, the first place Angels, a doubleheader today in Kansas City. Angels won the first game 8-5. Irvin Santana got the win. Sidney Ponson took the loss. And in game 2 of that doubleheader, the Angels are leading 10-2 in the 8th inning. So it certainly looks like the Angels will sweep the Royals in that doubleheader. The Rangers won tonight. Texas 4, Boston 2. Hunter the winner, Beckett the loser. So the Rangers keep pace. Seattle lost 9-7 to Detroit. But the big news is now in the AL East, where you said the Red Sox lost. That was the 4th consecutive loss by Boston. So they lose. The Yankees win tonight 6-4 at home. So that means that the New York Yankees are now in first place all by themselves in the AL East. Tampa Bay won 3-2 over the White Sox. Jeff Neiman got his 9th win of the year. So that is updated. Tampa Bay 4.5 back. Boston now 1 back, and the Yankees on top. And the A's upcoming road trip: 4 in New York, 4 in Boston. So that'll be fun. Lots of excitement. And lots of scoreboard watching by the home fans in both those ballparks. But they only really look at one other team, and that's, if we're in Boston, what do the Yankees do tonight, and vice versa.
So for 4 days, one club will be pulling for the A's, and the next 4 days, the other one will.
Hit well to left field. Delman Young back near the wall, looking up, and it is caught at the wall. He got right to the wall. He did look up, and then he reached up and caught it. I thought that Cabrera may have had enough.
You know, watching Cabrera and the way he ran, it's almost like he thought he did not get enough.
Center fielder, number 12, Scott Hairston.
It turned out he didn't. It sounded great, and maybe just a little bit of heavy air kept it in the park. Anthony Swarzak thought it might be out. Tomorrow afternoon, it probably would have been.
That one's driven by Hairston to right center, hit well, but into the glove of Carlos Gomez. 3 up, 3 down inning. Bottom of the 6th or top of the 7th coming up. 2-2 game. Matt Holliday last night. We can't see it enough. The grand slam that tied the game at 13. 13. But of course, earlier in the game, Justin Morneau hit a grand slam for the Twins. Two guys hitting grand slams in the same game. Does not happen a lot. Top of the order for the Minnesota Twins, Gomez, Mauer, and Morneau against Dallas Braden. The bunt, and Gomez is fast. Braden has to hurry. Throws, and the tag made by Derek Barton.
What a great play by both Dallas Braden and Derek Barton, because Barton was going after the ball, but Braden got to it. He turned around to throw quickly. Barton was not at the bag, so instead of looking and searching for the bag, he decided to tag the runner. A very quick, very alert play by Derek Barton. You can imagine a first baseman starts feeling for the bag, and meanwhile the runner runs right past him.
Here's Joe Mauer. 4 in a row retired by Dallas Braden. Sits the leadoff double by Creedy in the 6th. Twins scored both of their runs in the 4th. It was a Creedy double, Young triple, and a Punto sacrifice fly. And that's it. Michael Wirtz starts to warm up. So 1-2 to Joe Mauer, who was 1 for 3 in the ball game. He had a base hit in the 3rd. Got him swinging. Looked like a little bit of a hanging breaking ball of some sort, but Mauer missed it.
Well, it went inside. Actually, it's supposed to be away, but the changeup stayed inside. And Joe Mauer, who did single on an off-speed pitch to right center, but they have stayed inside pretty consistently tonight. This one, maybe not exactly where Dallas Braden and Kurt Suzuki wanted it, but got the job done, and a very tough hitter. Two-time American League batting champion.
Barton on the dive. Gets up, flips to Braden, side retired.
Dallas Braden.
6 in a row by Dallas Braden have been retired. 7th inning stretch, 2-2 game.
It's the home half of the 7th.
TNT Rapid Rewind. Let's check out the scoring in this game. A's took a 2-0 lead in the 3rd. Adam Kennedy, an RBI groundout, and then a 2-out single by Orlando Cabrera. So it was 2-0 A's at the end of 3. Then in the top of the 4th, the Twins answered right back. Delvin Young, an RBI triple, scoring Joe Creedy. Nick Punto with the sacrifice fly. So that is where we are at, folks. Another Good pitchers duel. We had a good one on Sunday and another one today. 2-5-0 for Minnesota, 2-3-0 for the Athletics. Bottom of the 7th inning. Anthony Swarzak is back out there. Dallas Braden. Another strong pitching performance. Now what you want to do more than anything is get him a W.
Well, they did it in Tampa when he flew back after being away for 10 days. His grandmother got 6 innings of great work. The A's scored 3 runs, so make it 4 runs. Trailing 2-0. He got the win.
First pitch to Matt Holliday is up and in. Holliday, Custon, Suzuki for the A's. Holliday has hit a pair of fly balls to right field. Judging by his reaction after making contact, felt he should have did more with it. Another breaking pitch that's popped this time into center field. And we talked about the grand slam by Holliday and the grand slam by Justin Morneau, both in the same game.
Designated hitter, number 32.
This is in Coliseum history. It's happened 5 times, and certainly some names on there that we all recognize. First time, 1986. That was done by 2 Angels players. Look at 1999. A couple of big thumpers, Jim Thome and John Jaha. Jack Cust, a walk and a strikeout in the ballgame. There was one other American League game that we did not mention. It was the Toronto Blue Jays. Took a 1-0 lead into the 9th inning, but the Indians scored a pair in the top of the 9th and hung on to win. So Cleveland 2, Toronto 1. Saw a note where Blue Jays said, if we're going to do a deal and trade Roy Halladay, it has to be done by July 28th, and that's a week from today would be July 28th. Did not see the reason why at that specific day.
You know, there are times, and I don't know if since Roy Halladay has 1 more year on his contract, but when a trade of that magnitude is made, the team that acquires him would like to have a period of time to try to sign him
Maybe
to an
right.
extension. Now, I don't know if J.P. Ricciardi's considering that. The club, coincidentally, is about 72 hours before the actual trading deadline ends.
Cust strikes out, so 2 outs.
Well, Swarzak, another excellent curveball. The first one to Jack Cust back in the 4th inning. Maybe a little bit high. That one maybe a little bit low. So a very large strike zone north to south.
Kurt Suzuki, a couple of ground outs, one of them a double play. But it is the time of year, Ray, in baseball, and we're all baseball fans, and it really, it's fun in a way. The problem with the trade rumors is you just don't know how many are true or how many are really unfounded, and the rumors fly around like crazy.
And if you're a player, that's why you hope the 31st comes very quickly and get it over with, so there are no more rumors, at least after the 31st. Player has to clear waivers, and it's unlikely player Holiday, anybody of that magnitude is going to be able to clear. At least there are clubs that should be able to stop them. Unless a player has a no trade clause between or by the 31st of July, then he could be traded. There's a good piece of hitting. Fastball away to Kurt Suzuki. And he did exactly what Justin Morneau thought he should do. Morneau probably said, you know, you should have been with me in St. Louis, the All-Star game. You know, you deserve to be there. I'm sure Suzuki said, you're right. Because he should have been there.
First pitch to Derek Barton is low, so the A's will try to get something going. A little 2-out rally maybe. As Matt Guerrier starts to loosen up down in the Twins bullpen. Rick Peterson, the pitching coach, is coming out. Or Rick Anderson, I should say. Also saw a note today, Ray, where Tim Wakefield was placed on the disabled list. At a lower back strain. That certainly could affect the series with the A's. Probably will not see him, I don't think.
And the youngster Clay Buchholz, who last year pitched the no-hitter. So I think he's going to be in there. But I do know one thing. That maybe Tim Wakefield sitting in the bullpen in St. Louis talking to Mariano Rivera. He was waiting possibly to get in if there's extra innings. Maybe he hurt his back just sitting for 9 innings.
Yeah.
Although it didn't take very long for the game to be played.
Barton takes that curveball in the first strike. The hottest team in baseball, still the Philadelphia Phillies. They won again tonight, and they won on a walk-off 3-run homer by Jason Worth in the 13th inning. Phillies beat the Cubs 4-1. So Philadelphia has won 10 in a row. Barton hits one very high into foul territory. Casilla and Morneau, and it's going to be Casilla, the second baseman, who makes the catch. Side retired. 8th inning coming up. We're still tied at 2. California is brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey. Please drink responsibly. 8th inning from the Coliseum, and it's a tie ball game, 2-2. Michael Wirtz, who got the save last night, back out there again tonight, this time in a tie game. 44th appearance for Wirtz.
Well, what can you say about a man who joined the club this spring and has done everything the A's had hoped when they got him, and probably exceeded. He has exceeded the expectations.
So this is game number 92 for the Athletics, and Wirtz has pitched in 44 of them. And he has been terrific. 2-0 to Michael Cuddyer. Cuddyer actually doubled off Wirtz in that 9th inning last night. Tonight, Cuddyer is 0 for 3. So Dallas Braden goes 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, and he threw 106 pitches. So a very good outing by Dallas Braden. Unfortunately, he's going to get a no decision.
And he finished very strongly. I mean, when you can get Mauer and Morneau in the 7th inning, going to combine 5 pitches. And actually threw only 2 to Gomez, so very quick 7th inning for him.
Retired 8 of the final 9 he faced. Cuddyer swings and misses at the slider, and that's 1 out.
Now we saw the great play last night by Michael Wirtz, but how about this in 2005? Jason Kendall, Justin Duxer in Texas buried the breaking ball, and Jason Kendall barehanded the ball, put his face right in front of Michael Young. Mike Ryder, the home plate umpire, made the call. Last night it was Michael Wirtz with the tag on Cuddyer.
What are you laughing about?
Well, I'm just trying to say it correctly. He tagged him, but was his foot on the plate? We saw Jason Kendall's face in front of the spikes of Michael Young.
But there was no question that the Kendall play that Michael Young was out.
Yes, and he even knew it. There was no argument.
Yeah, there was no argument. A little different reaction from Michael Cuddyer.
And he got the changeup from Michael Wirtz, the slider that is. Changeups from Dallas Braden, but Wirtz with the outstanding slider.
Kubel is hitless tonight, 0 for 3. The Twins have 5 hits in the game. The A's have 4. Neither team has made an error. Check swing fouled just above the A's dugout. So 2-2. Joe Crede in the on deck circle. Swing and a miss on the slider. Goes back to the backstop, but bounces right back to Kurt Suzuki. That was a hometown bounce, folks. It came right back to Kurt.
The hard slider again. This one in the dirt. This one through the legs, the wicket. But you're right. Hit hard on the Pepsi sign behind home plate. Backdrop signage, and you got Kubel by plenty. That's the Pepsi part of the sign is very hard because it came back quickly.
Well, two outs for Crede. Popped up. Cabrera and Kennedy come together. It'll be Cabrera. Side retired with a snow cone. What do you want for dessert? A snow cone. Bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 2-2 game. The Twins have gone to their bullpen, and they bring in Matt Guerrier. And Guerrier will face Sweeney, Ellis, and Kennedy. So Anthony Swarzak goes 7 strong innings tonight. Gives up just a couple of runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So Anthony Swarzak ended up throwing 107 pitches. And he, like Dallas Braden, will get nothing more than a no decision. So Matt Guerrier takes over. Guerrier in his 5th year in the big leagues, all with the Minnesota Twins. And that got Joe Mauer as he tried to block it. Nothing like the 1-1 pitch in the dirt with nobody on and nobody out that you try to block. And you get dinged for it.
I think if he could have run away from it, he would have. No reason to try to block it. He just said, oh, well, I'll just go up and let it catch me in the stomach with the chest protector. But I think it got him in the left wrist and found flesh and bone.
Yep. Andrew Bailey has now gotten up for the A's. That is just fouled on the third baseline.
Well, Matt Guerrier and Joe Nathan have been a great combination for the Minnesota Twins. And unbelievably, last night in a 14-13 game, neither one got in again.
That's a good point.
They have been almost unbeatable. And Guerrier has gone in the 8th and set it up for Joe Nathan in the 9th. The difference tonight is this is a tie game.
Sweeney, a couple of singles tonight. He hits that one hard on the ground, but Justin Morneau was playing near the line. He's got it for the first time.
Playing no doubles, that's why you guard the line. But Ryan Sweeney, who has been successful hitting the ball to the opposite field, an off-speed pitch, got out in front and pulled it. So the defensive alignment was perfect.
One out for Mark Ellis. Mark is 0 for 2.
Tried it again. That one went in his catcher's mitt.
He's a big guy, huh? Joe Mauer, about 6'4", 6'5".
And even though they sure would like to see him go to another position to save the wear and tear on his body behind the plate, he wants to catch, and he's a good one.
Ellis gets underneath it. It's a shallow pop to left field. Delvin Young racing in, and he's going to get there. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Matt Guerrier, his 5th year in the
third baseman, number 29, Adam Kennedy.
Talk about the good year he's having this year and the good years that he has had with the Twins, but last year was not one of them. He had an ERA of over 5 last year, so an off year for Guerrier when you compare it to his other 3 or 4 years in the big leagues. But he's back pitching well this year for the Twins. The Twins have seen their bullpen get beaten up by injuries this year. Jesse Crain, a pretty valuable reliever for the Twins. He's out. He's out for the year. Boof Bonser, who moved to the bullpen, he's out for the year. And Pat Neshek, very good reliever, he's injured as well.
And I think we saw the reason that the last night's game.
No question.
We saw 3 guys never seen before.
Nope. Neshek had kind of a funky delivery, but he was very effective. But went down with injury last year and has not pitched this year. But they do got the big guy, Joe Nathan. If they can get the ball to him. The Twins, now with the Tigers winning tonight, the Twins currently 3 back in that AL Central. Good curveball, and Kennedy strikes out. So Matt Greer comes in, has a 3-up, 3-down inning. 9th inning coming up. It's a 2-2 game. Go deep on Sportsnet Central with Damon Andrews and Scott Reese tonight at 10:30 over on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. We'll have highlights from this game. Giants and the Braves in Atlanta earlier. Ricky's Run to the Hall of Fame feature. That's worth the wait. And you will meet the rookies, including 49ers Curtis Taylor. So that's all coming up tonight on Sportsnet Central. Again, that's on CSN Bay Area at 10:30. Damon Andrews and Scott Reese. Andrew Bailey comes in here in the 9th inning. So Michael Wirtz, 1 inning with a couple of strikeouts. And Andrew Bailey will try to do the same as he will face Young, Punto, and Casilla, the bottom 3. Twins have had just 1 hit in the last 4 innings. (2-0) to Delmon Young, who has a big hit in this game, an RBI triple in the 4th inning, and he later scored on a sacrifice fly. So last night, a game that saw 27 runs and 39 hits. That's right, 39 hits. Tonight, a total of 9. Oh, what a great game it is, baseball.
Either the pitchers were good or the hitters were tired.
Oh, who knows? So think about it, Ray. Sunday, 1-0 game, 10 innings. Last night, 14-13 with the 39 hits. Tonight, 2-2 in the 9th. You can't predict stuff like this.
No, you can't. That's why it's called baseball.
That's right. On the ground to Cabrera, and that's 1 out.
Good curveball from Andrew Bailey after a couple of cutters missed. Got it back to even, then dropped a very good curve.
Number 8, Nick Punto.
A's pitchers have retired 10 in a row.
This hook coming from a reliever, that's a heck of a pitch. He would throw a curveball consistently out of the bullpen in a closer row after those guys come in with a good heater and a cutter or slider, sinker slider pitchers, but 95-mile-an-hour 4-seam fastball, cutter, and an excellent curveball.
quick 0-2 from Andrew Bailey. What I like about Bailey, Ray?
He works slowly.
He just does not mess around, boy.
That's right.
Whether it's a ball or strike, doesn't matter. Gets the ball, gets back on the mound. It's kind of the way a pitcher should work.
Absolutely. 95 just barely missed the outside corner.
Cabrera has to charge this time. Throws on the run in time to get Punto. 2 outs.
Well, it's a matter of knowing, if you're an infielder, who the hitter is, how the ball is hit, whether it can run or not. Cabrera realized he had to get rid of it quickly, and Derek Barton on the other end knew he had to stretch to help out. Stretched by Derek Barton. Young legs, strong legs. And
Your attention, please.
Kurt Young to visit with Andrew Bailey, maybe to
Batting for
talk about the scouting report.
Number 23.
Brendan Harris, who's pinching.
Brendan Harris.
So here comes Harris, who played in last night's game. Went 2 for 5, so he will hit for Casilla. The last time the Twins got a base hit was a leadoff double by Joe Crede in the 6th inning. Since then, these pitchers have retired everybody. First pitch to Brendan Harris is in there for a strike. I think Harris probably trying to slow Bailey down a little bit, stepping out. Big chopper right to Kennedy. Straightens up, throws across, and a very good inning by Andrew Bailey. So we're headed to the bottom of the 9th. It's going to be Cabrera, Harrison, and then that man, Matt Holliday. We're tied at 2.
$5 p.m. Rickey Henderson jerseys will be retired in a pregame ceremony starting at 5:30 p.m. 10,000 fans will receive a number 24 replica jersey that is courtesy of Pepsi. Sunday, August the 2nd, 10,000 fans receive a 5-foot-tall Rickey Henderson banner, and it's courtesy of Kingsford Capital Management. For tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com or go to 877-493-BALL. We encourage you to come out and congratulate Rickey Henderson, of course, going into Cooperstown Sunday, and a week from Saturday, number will be retired here in Oakland, where he grew up.
Matt Guerrier back out there here in the 9th inning. And Orlando Cabrera leading things off. So lots of drama in last night's game. Certainly wasn't a walk-off win by the A's, but it felt like it. There's the changes for the Twins. Brendan Harris stays in the game at shortstop. Punto to second. Casilla is out. Swing and a miss. I guess last night it was sort of a walk-off win in a weird kind of way.
Yeah,
right?
it was. Although it was the A's rushing and running off, the Twins rushing out to argue.
Yeah.
Mike Malinsky.
1-2 to Cabrera. Grounded towards short. Harris has it. 1 out. Talked about the Twins hitters being shut down in the last 4 innings. Well, the A's hitters have been shut down as well. 11 of the last 12 have been retired. Here's Scott Hairston. In there for a strike. Hairston is 0 for 3. He's also 2 for 7 now in this series. Remember, a day game tomorrow. Creedy, it's a fair ball. He cannot pick it up clean, and Hairston's going to be aboard. It's going to be an error on Joe Creedy. Ball bounced right over the bag.
Well, he's playing on the line as Justin Morneau was last inning, but this ball just came up into the midsection. Once that happened, he knew he didn't have a chance. Was not going to take the chance and throw the ball away to put the runner in scoring position, so he threw it back to the pitcher.
So Matt Holliday will hit with the winning run at first and 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. So join us tomorrow, 12:30 the ball game. Our coverage begins. Trevor Cahill, Glenn Perkins is your pitching matchup. So catch all the action right here on CSN California. Fastball in there, first strike to Holliday. The Rally Caps are on here in the 9th. After Holliday, it will be Jack Cust. Hairston with a pretty good lead at first. Inches off a little bit further. 1-1 now to Holliday. Holliday has hit 3 fly balls tonight. 2 to right field and 1 to center. Looks like at least the first 3 pitches they're trying to run the ball inside on Matt Holliday.
Like I said, more and more pitchers and opposing teams trying to get ahead with a fastball inside, or basically just stay inside with a good fastball.
Big swing by Holliday. He wanted to send everybody home. So 2-2.
Fastball up. Talking to Rick Williams. Rick Williams, who, again, the son of Dick Williams, scouts for the Yankees. He was talking about the velocity on the scoreboard here. He said, according to that, compared to his gun down behind home plate, it's 2 miles faster here.
The board is faster.
The board is faster, yeah.
Swing and a miss. He went upstairs again to Holliday. So 2 outs here in the 9th.
'93 again, according to the scoreboard. regardless, swing and a miss. Last 2 pitches by Matt.
Here's Jack Cust. See if Cust can end it for the A's. Curve in for a strike.
But might as well just try to steal a base.
Hairston has a good lead. Cust with a couple of strikeouts tonight and a walk. He was 3 for 4 last night with the go-ahead home run in the 7th inning. So after the day game tomorrow, the A's will get on the airplane and fly to New York. They'll have a late arrival in New York. And it'll be the makeup game for an earlier rainout on Thursday night, the A's and the Yankees. Cust bounces it slowly towards second. Puto has it, and we are going to extra innings, folks. 2-2 game. We're headed to the 10th. Here at the Coliseum, it's a 2-2 game. A's scored their 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. The Twins scored their 2 runs in the top of the 4th. Since then, really, both teams have been shut down. They have a pinch hitter. Denard Span is going to hit. He's going to hit for Carlos Gomez, so that's the leadoff spot. So Denard Span will step in. Span was in last night's game. He was 1 for 5. Andrew Bailey threw just 10 pitches in that 9th inning. R.A. Dickey starts to loosen up for the Twins.
Well, I hope that R.A. Dickey continues to warm up. That means the Twins will not score and Joe Nathan will continue to sit.
It'll be Span, Mauer, and Morneau. Carlos Gomez, while he was in the game, was 0 for 3 with a walk. Span is very fast, so for a number of reasons, you want to keep him off the bases. A's Pitchers have retired 12 consecutive hitters. Span, a little bit of an emergency swing, just gets a piece of it. 1-2 the count. Drops low. Since that 2-run 4th inning for the Twins, they have just 1 hit. So 1 hit in the last 5 innings. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Kind of a slow curve with or at least a curveball for strike 2, and then the cut fastball to put him away. A mid-90s. You can throw it up in the zone, and not a very easy pitch to try to hit. 3 ground ball outs in the 9th inning with Andrew Bailey pitching.
Well, Bailey and Wirtz have been at the top of that list for a while now, and we see him, and we're not surprised that they're at the top of that list. And they can pile up the strikeouts. Michael Wirtz, actually more so maybe the last month or so, he seems like he strikes out every other guy. Joe Mauer 1 for 4. Takes that one. It drops at the knees for a strike.
Not many relievers can throw back-to-back curveballs. Miss with the first one, throw the next one for a strike. That's exactly what Andrew Bailey just did.
Line to left field, and that's going to be a base hit. But what a quick swing. Joe Mauer, he waits and waits, and then when he recognizes the pitch, makes that beautiful left-handed swing.
It's a good fastball, but a little bit up. The fact that Mauer goes so well to the opposite field, not surprising that he hit as well as he did. And at the base hit, of course, the A's trying to not give him a double, playing a little bit deeper in left field was Holliday.
So here's Justin Morneau.
Look at Barton and Moorhead and Mauer standing next to each other. Barton, of course, came up as a catcher. Figure Mauer's size, he should be a first baseman, and Barton should be the catcher.
Strike on the outside corner. Morneau tonight singled in the 1st, lined out to 1st in the 3rd, walked in the 5th, and grounded out in the 7th. Very nice play by Derek Barton in the 7th. .23 homers and 78 RBIs on the year for Justin Morneau. It's one high to shallow center, where Hairston comes in now into shallow left center. He's got it, and that's the 2nd out.
A pitch to Justin Morneau, a power hitter. Same thing Andrew Bailey was trying to do to Bobby Abreu on Sunday. Overthrew the fastball a little bit. This is a great location. This is where you'd love to pitch a power hitter. Pitch him the outside corner, let him try to pull the ball, and the result is a medium fly ball to center field, the deepest part of the park. But the ball to Abreu kind of cut inside, left it too much inside, and it's a solo home run in the 10th inning.
Michael Kadire is the hitter. There's Nathan on the left and Dickey on the right. Curveball driven to right center. That's trouble. It is off the wall. Joe Mauer's going to score. Kadire digging for 3rd, and he will be safe. It's an RBI triple with Michael Kadire with 2 outs here in the 10th. So the Twins take a 3-2 lead.
Very surprised the ball was not caught because it did not hit the wall. Like Ryan Sweeney in the slow curveball, but maybe did not carry as much as we thought. And Sweeney got to it, kind of jumped a little bit, and the ball hit at the base of the wall.
Almost looked like maybe he overran it a little bit, and when he reached up, he kind of reached back a little bit.
So unfortunately, Joe Nathan is getting loose.
Maybe an intentional walk to Jason Kubel. So Bailey will face Joe Crede. So Michael Cuddyer picks up his 51st RBI of the year, and he does it with a triple. That's his 6th triple this year. Brad Ziegler just starting to loosen up. May get a little more time as Kurt Young's going to come out to the mound. So Cuddyer's at third, Kubel now at first. And with the all-star closer Nathan warming up,
Number 24.
Keep this a one-run game. Joe Creedy's been a tough out tonight. He's got a couple of doubles. If you look at the hits by the Twins, they have 7. 2 of them are doubles and 2 of them are triples. The triples have both knocked in runs. Creedy got a fastball to hit and fouled it back. So quickly 0-2. Kubel has a very short lead at first. Bailey thought maybe that was a strike. In the bottom of the 10th, it'll be Suzuki, Barton, and Sweeney. Bounced. Barton, a nice backhand play, spins around, runs to the bag, side retired. Michael Cuddyer gives the Twins the lead with an RBI triple. So Joe Nathan coming in. Twins 3, A's 2. For a save. He walked away with a blown save.
Sacrifice bunt attempt. Bobby Crosby scored, and how about this? 2-runner score on a sacrifice bunt. So strangeness last night. Can we see it again tonight? This guy's good. 25 for 27 in save opportunities. He, like Michael Wirtz, a great slider. Looks like a split, but it's not.
So the All-Star Nathan comes in, and he will face Kurt Suzuki. First pitch popped up, left side of the diamond. Harrison Creedy, now they miscommunicate momentarily, and it ends up being Harris who makes the catch. Denard Span takes over in center field.
Now batting, number 10, first baseman, Derek.
So here's
Barton.
Derek Barton to face Nathan. Nathan, an all-star again this year for the 4th time. He made it in 04, 05, last year, and this year. Came into this year with exactly 200 saves. Harris to first, dug out by Morneau, 2 outs. So with the saves this year,
Right fielder, number 15.
224. He had 1 in his couple years with the Giants, so he is very, very good. And the Twins gave him a long-term contract extension, so he will be the Twins closer for a while.
You seen that Krasinski trade?
Yeah. Curve in for a strike to Ryan Sweeney. Sweeney is 2 for 3. He's got a couple of singles. Also grounded out to first. The average at 270 with the 2 hits tonight for Sweeney. Needs to get aboard here. Mark Ellis waiting in the on deck circle. So 1-2. A good comparison with that Joe Nathan slider compared to Michael Wirtz, where it really does look like a split finger. That just goes straight down.
As Ryan Howard experienced in the All-Star game, pinch hitting role. Hard slider blocked by Victor Martinez, who got out of a tough inning. There it is.
That was it. And Sweeney was able to check his swing. Mark Ellis is being called back now as Nomar Garcia-Parra comes out. Hoping to get a chance to hit off Joe Nathan. Take, and it's 3-2.
Can't be looking for a fastball. He might get it, but he still has a lot of confidence trying to swing and miss with a slider.
Fastball, 95, and that will do it. So Joe Nathan comes in, makes quick work of the A's in the bottom of the 10th. So Michael Cuddyer, a 2-out RBI triple, ends up being the game winner for the Minnesota.